as I speak, I'm going to ask the white Americans in the room to please repeat after me. On behalf of myself and on behalf of my country, to you and all African Americans, from the beginning of our nation's history, in honor of your ancestors and on behalf of your children, please hear this from my heart. I apologize. Please forgive us. With this prayer, I acknowledge the depth of the evils that have been perpetrated against Black people in America. From slavery to lynchings to white supremacist laws to the denial of voting rights, to all the ways, both large and small, all of them evil, all of them wrong, for all the oppression and all of the injustices. I apologize. Please forgive us.
And first and foremost, we want to give all the glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kakodash. Also want to give double honor to our apostle, great millstone, Ruel, peace and David the elect. All right.
Jim is Mississippi Camp. Tonight we're gonna do a lesson on that's a video that one of the brothers put up. Basically, Esau trying to apologize for all the shit they done to the Israelites. You know, and she's a politician. She told all the politicians, not all the politicians, all the people to repeat after her. She was saying slavery, white supremacy, and oppression. I mean, she could name all kinds of stuff. I mean, she want to apologize for how our people, so in her, how they treated the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. This all go for y'all too. It's just not the African Americans. Hey, they treat them the same way now. Like today, they raided Pico. Yeah, Pico, and they took like 600, 800 and deported them. Today, they hit like 7 spots today. Right. So they are against those side people.
Say something. There was an article published on Press TV on yesterday, and it was talking about the so-called Negroes, so-called Native American / Alaskan man, and Latino men, so-called Latino men, are more likely to die compared to their white counterparts. And this article was based on police brutality. Mm-hmm. It stated that police brutality was behind homicides, suicides, and people died of cancer and so on and so forth. Man. This is Amos 1:11. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Yahweh will not turn away the punishment thereof. For all apologies, I'm trying to send out. Tell me, we apologize for this. It don't matter. It do not matter in the eyes of Yahweh. You still gonna get your judgment. The people you call nigga, spit, you talk down on. First five, last time, you put all the bad foods in the communities, drugs, guns. You done that. Now you want to fucking apologize? We don't want your apology, man. The apology no good, man. Here, that's like the guy on Titanic. He had all this money, and he trying to buy his way. You trying to buy your way to us not kicking your ass now, because you want to apologize. There's no apologies, man. You done the dirt. This is what you got paid for. There's no invoice about you got paid for all the shit you done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool, bro.
I go ahead, bro.
It's Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. And then their main plight against Israel is for their birthright, and for the blessing that we receive, which was already ours in the spirit, if you understand the Bible and the narrative of the scriptures, but at the end of the day, Esau sold his birthright, man. If a brother, someone sells me a Porsche for $20 and they agree to it, then afterwards when they see me riding in the Porsche, they can't be mad and want to do something to you.
No.
You agreed to that.
That's right.
So Esau agreed to selling his birthright, but now he acts as if, he got swindlers.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, Esau, he sat down at the table, made an agreement, and now he got to live with it. He wanted the right now, and right now he's enjoying his right now.
That's right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hey, just to back you up, because even going into that, what you call it, a nomen omen, a name prediction for Jacob is Yahweh, right? And it talks about in Genesis, I think it's the 25th chapter, but the verse it talks about how Jacob's hand was on Esau's heel.
Yeah.
Well, when you go into that term, Yahweh, it means heel catcher or heel holder.
Yeah.
It's synonymous with a supplanter. And what is a supplanter? A person that basically, if you look up the origin of it, it means below sole.
Yeah.
Like the sole of your foot.
Yeah.
So as Esau was coming out of his mother's womb, Jacob was right behind him, but that hand was on that heel because it was symbolic for him to take him out of rulership.
Right.
So a supplanter is nothing but an overthrower.
Yep.
A person that replaces you.
Yep.
Going back to the term Yahweh, going into the term heel, which means Iqua. And if you go into the Strong's definition for Iqua, it means a liar in wait.
Yep.
Meaning that Jacob was already in the spirit just waiting for Esau to fuck up. So we can manifest that to receive that birthright on earth, bro.
And it was rightfully ours already.
It was rightfully ours already, man.
So look, I'm going to finish this, and you can break it down, priest. And he said, verse 17, for you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected.
Hey, he was rejected because he was set up in the spirit. Going into that nomen omen, that name prediction of Yahweh, a supplanter which is synonymous with heel killer or heel holder, meaning that we was going to replace you within rulership, man.
Yeah.
All right, receiving that birthright of the kingdom of heaven. All right, kicked off by Yahweh Shai. All right.
It said, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
Yeah, so he went to his father, Isaac. He went to Isaac, who was Yahweh Shai during that carnation, and he cried. But the blessing was already given. It was already sealed for our nation to receive, man. So it's nothing you can do. Just like the brother say, if you give somebody something, then you can't fucking take it back. But then you'll call a motherfucking not Indian giver. When you took everything from them.
Right.
Yeah, come.
There we go.
Yeah, I had something real quick. 2 Ezra 6:7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham, Isaac unto Jacob. And Esau was like, he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac. When Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Going into that omen, that's like that nomen omen of Yahweh, man. All right, that was symbolic that basically our nation was going to be on top within the kingdom of heaven, man. We was going to have rulership within that world, man.
Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
If I just make a quick point, what's the prophecy on Gad? A troop shall become, but he shall overcome at the last, man. Mm-hmm. Why? Because he's part of their heritage and their promise, man. You see? And then that blessing that was given to Jacob, all right, which was was passed down to those 12 tribes, man.
Mhm.
You know, so at the end of the day, we just playing our part in the movement, man. You know, and you Edomites playing your part, and you got to enjoy. You had your high life. You can't say the Most High ain't just. You know, you had your time to rule, man. You know,
500 years.
Yep.
You ruled as the Greeks.
Yep.
Fucking Romans.
Yep.
You know, and Roman reloaded.
Yeah, you had something called European colonization, which was their beast coming back. But go into the history and look up European colonization. You colonized the whole world, except for 10 countries. And the only reason why you couldn't get those 10 countries because of the terrain complications, man. You colonized the whole world, Africa, India, the Americas,
South America.
Yeah, they steady be going places, you know.
Australia
ain't stop.
Australia.
Wherever they think they can get some natural resources from, that's what they gonna show you.
Exactly.
It don't matter what it can be any natural resource they going for.
Everything you see today is the result of European colonization. And we're in the thick of it. We're literally in the belly of a beast. All right, so Esau, you've had your fair share. But now it's time to give it up.
Hey, this is Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man sow, that shall he also reap.
And what happened? Esau sold.
Wickedness.
Wickedness. You came over, Gad over here and living peacefully. You brought your ass over here.
Yeah.
You know, our people good people, man. Esau was down and out. Gad helped him up, helped him out. What did they do to Gad? They slaughtered Gad, man. Took over the land.
Waited till the men go hunting and pillage the, these villages and stuff like that, while the women and children in there. You know, so that's a coward tactic right there. But they know they couldn't face Gad head up, man. And another thing, how they should reap what they sow, because look how they beat our language out of us. So once we make it to the kingdom, we're gonna beat their language out of them. Yeah. Man. We're gonna make them speak Hebrew. You know what I'm saying?
You beat our heritage out of us, man. Yeah. Because our language is the direct indicator of who we are. If you speak Hebrew, it's because you're a damn Hebrew. You beat our heritage out of us. You gotta eat burgers, McDonald's fries, pork, Popeye's chicken. One woman. You scared when your woman get close to your phone. You emasculated, man. And you had that movie Annie, right? I'm gonna say this real quick. You had the movie Annie. The girl was a what? She was an orphan. All right. She was treated like shit in the orphanage. All right. What is it likened to? Israel. Israel is likened to a comely and delicate woman. How is she like an orphan? Because she didn't have a heritage, man. Your parents is your heritage. So she didn't know where she came from. She didn't know who she was, man. All right. We're Annie in this movie, man. And we were hoping to get adopted by that billionaire, man. All right, but I had a quick precept based on Gad. Psalms 55 and 20. He put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. What was the covenant? Those treaties. And he presented to the Native Americans, to the so-called Seminole Indians, man. Gad and Reuben. He broke every last treaty, man. All right. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but what was in his heart? What's that, man? Christianity. And what's the result of that? Colonization. Colonization is a euphemism for overthrowing your land. All right? His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. Now, what did it say in Psalm 17:13? Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, man. All right? You got it.
It's like all the rappers, and they say they deal good, but you're gonna read the fine print. Yeah. It's not good. Yeah. Rapper, stars, football, basketball stars. They make it sound good, but our people don't read text and read it right. Or they're like, man, you gonna give me $75 million, and that's all they see. $75 million.
Because we in a bad situation.
Yeah.
Bad, you know what I'm saying? In this captivity, we fucked up. So when somebody give you an opportunity or some shit like that, 9 times 10, the person don't know nothing about the truth. That's who they recruit, people that don't got no spirituality about themselves anyway. So then they just go for the open though every time. You know what I'm saying? You know, you see every draft. This shit happen every year. They do this shit every year. You know what I'm saying? No,
I agree.
And
But if I can add now, it's a project to do it now. It's total stupidity.
No integrity.
Because now you got everything on the net. These blood sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? Things in there, like the brother Ashiyar said, he's absolutely right. Back then, well, within the past 20 years, they didn't know. But now Esau being exposed, and you still got motherfuckers still dying to fit in just to realize when they get in, they don't fit in, man.
Right.
That shit is for real, man. When you gotta sacrifice something or commit homosexual acts or drink blood or drink semen, hey, this shit is for real, man. So all these niggas unhappy.
That's witchcraft.
Yeah, and it's not a one-time thing, because they got to continue
It's ongoing.
some different guys, man. It's like, the more you defile your soul, the more you get up in this society, man. That's how it really works, man. You got to continue to get defecated on, eat feces. You got to continue to drink urine. You got to continue to get urinated on. And Nas brought that out there somewhere, man. That's how he drank semen, man. You know,
Well, you had that bitch Erica Badu.
Yeah.
She had that one explicit video. Supposed to have been her sister, but she had like a bucket of blood poured on her, like a bucket of semen poured on her. Those are rituals, man. You know, you want me to get that in Ezekiel?
By Gad. And this is a quote I like to bring out. This Indian chief, 2 eagles. And it says, where white men went wrong, Indian chief, 2 eagles were asked by a white U.S. government official, you have observed the white man for 90 years. You have seen his wars and his technological advances. You have seen his progress and the damage he's done. The chief nodded in agreement. The official continued, considering all these events, in your opinion, where did the white man go wrong? The chief stared at the government official and replied, when white men find land, Indians running it, no taxes, no debt, plenty buffalo, plenty beaver, clean water. Women did all the work, medicine man free. Indian man spent all day hunting and fishing, all night having sex. The chief leaned back and smiled. Only white man dumb enough to think he could improve system like that.
And it goes back to Jacob was a plain man. They're gonna show you Gad was Israel, man. Because plain, one of the words for plain goes back to peaceful. Upright, is upright. Then is one of the little synonyms is peaceful, man. That's a peaceful way of living. You know what I'm saying? Esau was that truth. Like the movie Small Soldiers, you had the Gorgonites, those were like the Gadites. But the Commandos, that's what Edom, man. That's why I said Edom was a man of the field, man, but Jacob was a plain man. That was two opposing lifestyles.
We can bring out one like
Numbers.
you know, basically that Esau did Gad. So you know, this is gonna be the consequences for going to Gad.
Yeah, this is Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are.
Come and what the slaughter the Native Americans at? Here in America, aka Babylon.
Bro, I got something for you. We'll link it up. This is look at Revelation 18. 20. This is Revelation 18 and 24. And in her, which is America, was found the blood of prophets and of saints, and of all that were slain upon the earth.
That's right. And who done it?
It was a hell of a charge.
Yeah.
All that was slain upon the earth.
It said in her. So basically, Esau is responsible for the death of all that happened throughout the world. So that goes to the world wars, the home invasions, like country invasions. But who's the person that's responsible for that? Esau in America.
The Babylonian wine.
Yep.
You know, they had these nations drunk. The philosophies of America, that's death within itself, man. You know? So at the end of the day, when you do the investigation on death throughout the planet, it all goes back to the source, which is the mother of harlots.
That's right, bro.
You know?
And since since he said that, Revelation 17:6, I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua.
And if I could say, like Zaquan Zahab always get into, man, this is a careless spirit here. You know, the nigga woman, that's why she can make a song called Hennessy and Plan B. You know, because when you drunk, you careless, man. You just free, happy, you loose, you know. That's why you be a lot drunk. When you too drunk, you have wrecks because you so loose, you ain't together. You know? And that's how America is, man. Just drunk all over the place, and she passing it around to these nations, man. And everybody is in this careless spirit, man.
That's right, bro.
You know?
And with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua, which are the prophets, and when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. All right, back into the scripture.
Well, you know what? Because you watch other countries on little documentaries and little movies. I watch like movies about other countries, right? Going back to that great whore, the Most High had perfect systems for structure, man. The Most High created women to be domestic housewives, and the men went out to work and provide. That's the easiest system.
Yeah.
It doesn't take a lot. That's the easiest system. As a matter of fact, the Most High gave women periods and cycles as a clue to what's your purpose on earth. The Most High gave women oxytocin to give them the desire to bond with their offspring. But here comes Esau with this philosophy of that's old-fashioned, that's oppressive. You don't have to be a slave to your man. You can go out and make a career of yourself, man. Right. Now, look at the population of Japan. Within like 8 years, 15 years, that population decreased 1 million people. And then it's a negative ripple effect on the household because the women are not watching the older women now. So it's a negative effect on their natural healthcare system. You didn't really need nursing homes because the women were natural nurses. All right, so the Most High had a perfect system set up just for this great whore to destroy those systems. All right?
Like in Numbers 35 and 33, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defiled the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed.
Esau shed the blood. And, you know, in the apology, that old bitch was trying to apologize to the children of Israel. No, you still gonna get your issue, man. Regardless, this land gonna be cleansed by your blood. That's how gonna be cleansed. You just can't just y'all like you can do what you want to do, and it's not gonna happen to you. It's not gonna happen to you. You all apologies, man. Oh, sorry for oppression, white supremacy. Man, that shit's still going on today, man. Still going on. It hasn't changed. It has not changed. And you gonna get your issue, man.
Then who should apologize to?
Yeah.
Right. You know, we don't have that judgment. That's above us.
Right.
You know, we can't forgive you for what you did.
Right.
That judgment already written. That power was given to Yahushua.
Right.
You know, and who's coming to execute judgment? Who says that the day of vengeance burneth in their heart, and he's not gonna meet you as a man? You see?
Yeah.
Apologize to us, well, you're not getting nowhere, man.
Right. And that's the only reason, and that's the only way we can technically be redeemed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And receive reparations is from Yahushua.
Right.
Because once your reparations is basically to put you back into the state where you once was.
Yeah.
As kings.
Yeah.
Our women was princes, and we control this motherfucker, right? But now Esau calls reparations 40 acres and a fucking mule. All right, what is that? That's not gonna restore you back to being kingly and so on and so forth, man. So like Yasha stated, who is? I mean, fuck that apology, man. At the end of the day, look, we had to go through it. Now it's your turn.
Right.
You know, hey, we went through it, so now you have to be bidden to go through it.
Yeah, you're going.
This Job 4:8. It says, even as I seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same.
But they figure, and they but at the same time, I think they got some. I think they know judgment is coming for them.
Yeah.
They know
with the spirit and the energy of that video had the spirit on it.
They know some coming to them.
You know, Esau he'll tell you all about karma, which is like an Eastern way of thinking, like that Indian stuff. But he'll tell you that whatever you put out in the universe is gonna come back to you. Mm-hmm. But so you mean to tell me he's exempt from that when it comes to slavery?
Yeah.
You know?
That's right. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, Yash.
All right. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints.
The dead is these other nations. You know what I'm saying? You can link that over Isaiah 14 chapter. It tells you that the dead are also classified as the chief ones.
Yep.
Okay.
And it says, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints. So we in the time where we finna get rewarded. You know, we done went through our chastisement and our punishment. You know, while Esau has been living the high life, and Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, he loves a just balance, man. You see? So he finna balance everything out. And it says, and them that fear thy name, small and great, the rest of the 1/3, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. So she's apologizing what they did to so-called black people. You got way more charges than that, man. Yeah, right. That's only the beginning, man. You destroying the earth, man, through your philosophy, through your pollution, all right, through your influence, you know. So that's just the beginning, man. You ain't even begun to read the rest of your charges, man. You know.
They also put the silver as Yahweh Shai too.
Yep, blasphemy.
That blasphemy.
On the Holy Spirit. Yep.
They the only nation that done it, man. We wouldn't see no Chinese so-called we see no Chinese G's up there.
And that's why I said up in the spirit they have no place of repentance, man.
Yeah.
So that mark what they did right there, man. By putting their image up as the Most High and His only begotten Son. The other nations, they had enough sense not to do something like that. And that's why after 1,000 years of captivity they gonna serve. That's why they're gonna have a little pretty much they're gonna have what's the good word I can use? A little bit of freedom, so to speak.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but they still gonna be on tribute under the Israelites, you know.
I got a quick one, Baby Wilson. This is Matthew 12:31. Wherefore I say unto you, all manner of sin and blasphemy shall be forgiven unto men, but the blasphemy against the Holy Spirit shall not be forgiven unto men.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's why Esau had found no place for repentance, man. So it's already set up in the spirit for him to put that image up like that.
And look how they define the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is what? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right? But they, according to Esau, hey, the Holy Spirit is basically you jumping up and down in church and fucking just talking stupid and shit, bro. That's blasphemy, man. That's just, hey, blasphemy is to speak ill of, man.
Yeah. You got Testament of Boys Years and Howard side. You know, that's one of the biggest mind warfare tactics Esau's used.
Yeah. Then add more fire to the flame. You got like the angels paying as little white babies. They naked like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that. You got a price to pay. We saw like for real.
Come. But you know, they figured that, I mean, they just figured in their mind, oh man, the law ain't done until yet. So they keep up all the fuckery. Yep. They keep it up. Everything good.
They made mockery of the angels, also the movies, like looking like little green men.
Yeah.
You know, looking like predators, things of that such.
Yeah, you know why? And that's another mark on Yahweh Shah, because it tells you in the book of Daniel how his body was like a barrel. That's going into that color green, little green men. You see? So Esau knows what they're doing. And see, the elite, best believe, like through the spirit, I praise Yahweh Shema Shai. The way those fucking demons be fucking with us from the left hand side, well, the elite, the righteous angels are fucking with them. They're putting in their mindset like y'all going down, so on and so forth. But at the same time frame, they still have their allegiance to the demons they worship, man. But it's gonna come to a point in time where them fucking gods and deities that they're worshiping, they're gonna stop giving them info, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he said he was on the.
Oh yeah.
I just saw 58:3. So like I'm jumping forward. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They're like a deaf adder that stopped at her ear. And it says, It's going also, to their philosophies, their democracy, their enticing words they use in their speeches.
If I can speak on this, you had Nas came out with this song What Goes Around. And he goes like, pictures of white Jesus is poison. Girls having babies and abortion is poison. But what is all that embodied as, man? Democracy. Christianity. That's the poison of that serpent, man. All right, it's poison because look at the result of it, man.
By saying that you can do what you go ahead and have a voice. You can do that when we got loud statutes and commandments that govern the whole nation that keep that shit correct.
And if you think about it, democracy has actually reached farther than Christianity. And the reason why I say that, because at least you have like the Arabs and Edom, they still believe in their religion, but they navigate or they exercise democracy within their landmass. That makes sense.
Yeah, because beyond Christianity, what we really see in today, because we stay mostly around Jake, we see the result of what they call liberalism. If I may use that word, you just have women who are liberals. They're not really Christian oriented or Bible oriented. They're just liberals. I can do what the fuck I want to do. I can do whatever I want because I have a safety net for poor decisions. I got birth control, abortion. I can do whatever I want. I'm a liberal. A feminist.
It's just Satanism.
It's Satanism. Please it thyself. Do it thou wilt.
Thou shalt not surely die.
Yep.
So jump down, verse 10 says, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
The race wars. Let's go into the race wars. That's why it says Michael was it 7 and 5, 5 and 7. How the Jacob's gonna be like a lion and the people gonna be like sheep. That's
right. And it says, verse 11, so that a man should say, verily there is a reward for the righteous. Verily is a power that judgeth in the earth.
Because that's contrary to popular belief. Yahweh Shai, the real Messiah, is not coming back for roses, man. It's not gonna be the more we get together, the happier we'll be when Yahweh Shai gets there. It's a so-called man, black man, with eyes as flame of fire, ready to put business on the planet Earth, man. Ezekiel. All right, Ezekiel 35, starting at verse 1. Ezekiel 35 and 1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it.
Mount Seir is another name for Edomites. Esau. They're talking about you Edomites, man. Go ahead, bro.
One of them deacons at IUC said we're supposed to prophesy against Esau. So that's a straight cut, right?
Yeah.
Well, according to him, he's supposed to prophesy.
He's about to have
Gets to the win again.
No, he's supposed to rap. Verse 3. And say unto it, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
And that's what Yahweh Shai gonna do, man. And the brother saying, when he come back, he not come back, just hand out no roses. Everybody gonna be hand in hand together. No, he's a mad black man, and ready and coming pissed off, really.
Gotta get his respect back.
Yeah. And pissed off and ready to kick some ass. And go ahead, bro.
I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the sons of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end.
Esau had perpetual hatred to children of Israel. And that apology, I didn't even think about all shit she was saying, though. You can't apologize for that. The hate you had back then, you still hate you got now.
Same spirits.
Yeah, same spirit. You chase your brother with the sword, and now back then it was swords. Now guns, drones,
Abortion.
Yeah, it's that, man. It's a lot.
Chemtrail.
Come,
Nigga culture.
yeah.
That'll kill everybody.
Yeah, he's the source of it.
Black culture.
Ezekiel 35 and 6. Therefore, as I live, said Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
So there you apologize. There you apology right there. These the words of Yahweh Bashima Shah, man. Hit big, and you gonna get what you deserve, man. You can't do all the shit you do for years and not expect nothing happen to you. You killed the Native Americans. Donkey King jacked up.
Yeah, because the reservations, they got a basketball documentary out, man. Y'all ought to watch it. It's about Gadites playing basketball on the reservation. But in the beginning of the documentary, there was like, look, there's nothing on the reservation. There's no theater, no mall. It is alcohol and drugs. You know what I'm saying? If you look up the statistics, Gad has a very high suicide rate, man.
Yeah.
You got a high suicide rate, that means you defeated. You know?
Right, go ahead, bro.
But this 2 Thessalonians 1:6, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Who troubles, man? I'm not more enemy. Esau. You know, brother, you drive down the road, cop get behind you. Like,
Got anxiety.
you got like, damn, man. Then you got check, but you got all your shit,
Right.
get all your paperwork. Cause right here, you know, and they killing Jake. They playing drugs on Jake. Cause you know, I'm watching the video Ella Yashwama did. How this cop basically he'll put people over. He just playing drugs. He just playing drugs on them. That's evil.
Yeah.
That's evil as fuck, man. And one guy, I think, I don't know, Edom might really, well, he was crying. He was like, man, I'll do anything. I'll do anything. What you want me to do? Cause he know he had no drugs in his car. But they Edom might put that shit in his car. That's evil. And I people go through that all the time. All the time. Cop behind us. You got your license restoration. You taking in and looking. And you reach too far, they might shoot the fuck out you, man.
Yep.
You doing too much. Put your hand up. Come on.
You have two cops telling you two different things, and then they'll get mad at you because you ain't complied to both of them.
Yeah.
You can't hear them.
Yeah. That's evil, man. You crackers are evil, man. Go ahead.
Got 2 precepts. And this is Psalms 23:4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
Yeah, that value, you want to break it down? The valley of the shadow of death is a miracle. Just like in shadow, death is always around you. But then it said, thy rod and thy staff shall comfort me. Thy rod and thy staff is the word. So we should be comforted by the word because we know the reason why we're in the valley of the shadow of death, and we know it's going to be over.
Deuteronomy 28:66. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night,
Yeah.
and shall have none assurance of thy life.
Hey, is that not manifested here? All right. You got certain neighborhoods, you wear the wrong clothes, you dead. You driving around for like you can't find a house, you dead. You're a so-called black male in the womb of a so-called black woman, you might die. The cop pull up behind you, you might die. Standing American die, you might die. All right. Straight bully, you might die. Mass shooter, you might die. All right. Poor lifestyle choices, you might die. You're at the club at the wrong place at the wrong time, you might die.
Unprotected sex.
You might die.
I said for sure that.
And you know what? You know what's a common theme amongst the 12 tribes? Stress. Thy life shall hang in doubt. That's stress, man. I know somebody that just had a minor heart attack due to stress. All right?
In the morning thou shalt say with the Most High, it will even, and at even thou shalt say with the Most High, it will morning.
And when we used to, when I was little, when we used to make it back to the house, you know, my mom would pray. She was like, "Thank you, Lord, we made it to the house safely, man." Because you don't know that if you're gonna make it home to your destination or not, man.
For the fear of thy heart, wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes.
For the sight of our eyes, man, the average inner city guy has witnessed a murder. You got guys that's 21 years old that witnessed murders when they was 15. They got to go to psychiatric wards, man. All right, that cop song, that Kanye West song back in the day, all of the lights, cop lights, flashlights, the ghetto university. That's the visualization of Deuteronomy 28.
That's right. walking home from school seeing dead bodies.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or witnessing your mother or your sister getting raped and so on and so forth. That's why it states within Psalms 23 and 4, thy rod and thy staff, it should comfort us, man. Why? Because basically our life is basically always in danger. And that's, you know what I'm saying, really focusing on the 2/3 because the elect is going to be protected.
Hey, as long as that's true, we have a hedge. But we see it though, man. We see the murders, man.
Yeah. I'm going to finish it up. And for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see.
And Jake is basically like a war victim, man. You go to anywhere where Jake is, you look at Jake's eyes, they seen death and they seen stress and horrors, man. Jake is basically
shell shock.
He's shell shocked, man.
He's norm in Chicago, man.
Jake needs your Howard shot. Israel needs you. We need a savior, man. A real savior.
You know, but they're going to oppression. Check it, they can't find a job. So guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna sell drugs, robbing, you know, and killing. That's, you know, this oppression. That white supremacy. That's what it is. No, there's no apology for all the shit you done to the Lord's people. No apology is not gonna help, man.
Because Esau was a cunning hunter, right? Isn't it the nature of a hunter? It's to throw out traps, throw out bait. Then you take the bait, then he traps you. So Esau put the drugs in your hood, then give you a culture to make you cool. But then you get caught with the drugs, guess what? The hunters will come to get you. So that's his little game because he's a hunter, man. You know?
I just James 4 and 14. Whereas you know not what should be on the morrow, for what is your life is even a vapor that appeared for a little time and then vanish away.
You just don't know. It might, maybe one day you may be here, next day you gone.
One day you're here, and then the next day you gone.
The Jake down here in Jackson, Mississippi, man, he just his crib and just a bullet just went straight through the crib. Like 4, 6 years old, if I'm not mistaken, killed him just like that.
Go ahead, do now Isaiah 14, 21.
It's Isaiah 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, and they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Come on, prepare slaughter. You treat the Lord's people that way, prepare for slaughter, man. You gonna get exactly what happened. You did Lord's people that way, and we're gonna do the same thing to you. But it's gonna be righteousness. And Yahweh Shai, though, it's gonna be righteous though. That's the difference though. We are the Lord's people, and you're not. You just can't do Lord's people wrong without no consequences, man.
Yeah. Because see, murder is unacceptable.
Yeah.
But killing is acceptable. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why killing is acceptable because in the kingdom of heaven, we're basically applying what you did to us through the will of Yahweh Shem Shai. But you murdered us for no fucking reason, man. You know?
Emmett Till. Perfect example, Emmett Till. What did Emmett Till do? They say he whips though. That's what they say though.
Come to find out he didn't do that.
He didn't do that.
Where it is, he didn't do it.
That's right. The old crap ass bitch saying he didn't do it, she lied on him. Yeah, that old crap owner that bitch lied on, I don't know. She still living?
As we text, she was still alive.
Well, see, I mean, I hope you be around. I hope you be around when the Lord come back. I'll call somebody, one of the brothers. If one of the brothers don't get it, I'm gonna get you though. Lord will.
Yeah, be your brain, ain't it?
Yeah.
When that go.
They beat Emmett Till, man, like his face, they couldn't recognize his face for a lie.
She tried to apologize.
Yeah. That's right, she tried to apologize.
Yeah.
She tried to apologize.
She's sorry.
No, sorry ain't gonna do it, man.
You know, when motherfuckers get old and you know they death is right around the corner and shit. So now they know they're going to be judged, whether they believe in the concept of heaven and hell.
Yeah.
They know they're going to be judged in some form, some fashion, man. But keep your apologies like the lessons going into.
We don't want it, and we don't need it.
It's Jeremiah 9:21. For death is come up into our windows, and is entered into our palaces to cut off the children from without and the young men from the streets.
Going back to that shooting that happened in Jackson, said dude, Jake was line his business, bullet came through. You know, it was a judgment, but it's prophecy. You know, so that's so we need Yahushua. Most of these things that we're mentioning, it's a byproduct of the Esau supremacy, man. Who put all these guns in our hoods, man? Jay can't walk into a store and buy a gun. So how you get these high-tech assault rifles that you don't even, in those cities that they have those high-tech assault rifles, they didn't even sell those high-tech assault rifles in that city, man. But you have locals that'll tell you that they found those guns on trains, man. They dropping them off. You know?
But we the
We the bad guys.
Yeah. Cause you know Jay don't have no plane, no ship. You get Jay with a plane or a ship.
Jerk Beller got a car.
Yeah. You talking about a plane and a ship, bring drugs and guns. Ain't no way, man.
And speaking on that, like, what, a couple weeks ago with J.P. Morgan,
Yeah.
you know, all that cocaine and shit was found, and you think they gonna go to them and arrest them? No, they gonna go to the motherfuckers that was assisting with the transport.
That's right.
Meanwhile, they gonna continue to do what they're doing from up top, man.
And J.P. Morgan, the bank owns is collateral for like plantation owners.
Hey, there's another Jake George Stinney Jr.
Oh yeah.
So he was 14 years old. Yes. Yeah, he was forced into a confession by local police, given a 2-hour trial, and quickly sent to death row. And they overturned. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of Jake been through that. You know that TV show? No, Netflix. The guys went through that. See what I'm saying? Yeah.
Part 5.
Yeah. They see it.
And the sister, and you niggas out there trying to vote, this shit ain't gonna change. It would never change, man. Oh, go vote. Vote for what, man? Vote. What the fuck we voting for?
Democrat, Republican, we still live in shit.
Still living shit.
Because the system is it's actually set up to oppress you. You know what I'm saying? And when you go into that term oppression, it means suppress against, man. So basically, you're put here within the spirit to serve out your captivity. You're not put here to be fucking athletes and rappers and shit and so on and so forth, man. You came here not to prosper, not to thrive, man. You came here to finish out your sentence, so then you can be, you know what I'm saying, vindicated to be redeemed. And that's for the elect.
Because you can't vote what king got. You know, look in history, what king was voted out, man? Either he's overthrown or he died, man.
Yeah.
You know, so the elites are the kings of the earth. You know, so you're voting. That's all a charade, man. You know, nothing but spirits, man.
Blind dictators.
Yeah, because when the new king actually comes in, he started implementing change immediately. You start feeling the effects, you know, of a new king immediately. But when you change these presidents and governors and congressmen, you don't feel no effect because they don't have no sway, because they take orders from the king, which these elites, they're still within the same few families, man. Those elite families, man. So the same agenda. That's why America's been in the Middle East for the last 20 years, man. Because you had all these different presidents, Bush, Obama, Trump, but it's still the same result. They still fighting ISIS.
Yeah.
You know, they still got an agenda over there in the Middle East. You know, so at the end of the day, the voting shit, if you still vote, you don't know what the hell going on, man.
You're trying to vote to just get along with everybody. You want to say, oh, I voted. People die for it. They fought for my rights.
Yeah, you leave work early to go vote.
Really, a lot of you old jakes is more lost. Because a lot of the young jakes waking up. Jakes in their 20s, 30s. It's you civil rights jakes is stuck in that sauce, man. The Martin Luther King sauce, man.
A lot of Jakes not going to the military like they used to.
Yep.
All right, go ahead, bro. We're going to finish on this one.
All right, this book of James chapter 2, verse 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy. They have showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment.
Who show no mercy? Esau show no mercy.
Right.
How you can cut a man right off? How can you buck break? How can you send somebody's family across another motherfucking country or state? How can you do that? That's you ain't showing no mercy, man.
Quick the baby out.
Yeah. Then they stump on it.
Feed the alligator, baby the alligator.
Mercy. What was the mercy?
You degrade a young J couple when they get married, and you go sleep with the woman first.
That's right.
Even mess with her. That's degrading to a man's spirit.
So now you want mercy. Now you want apology. You have shown no mercy to nobody. You going over there in the Middle East, dropping the bombs on kids, people. What the mercy is? But you want mercy though.
Kind of like with the zero said for a man on fire. Right. And you have strapped to the car.
Yeah.
He's like, I wish you had more time.
That's right.
So I started to see that transition of powers too, man. Because remember back in the day, they always used to be combating with the camps and stuff like that. You rather see them Edomites out there fussing with the brothers nowadays, man. But they see them transition of power. You can tell something about to happen.
That's why they attacked the pages. Apostle Barton did a video about to GMS Walk and Talk 8, man, because he got 2 more strikes. Well, actually got 1 more strike. And he said he's already prepared to lose it, man. So at the end of the day, you can tell it's like Apostle Hart made a good point too. If what we're saying is false and fiction, then why are you taking down these videos? How the fuck can you give a man a strike with videos they did years ago, months or weeks ago?
Yeah.
These are not even so-called current videos that was just previously posted. No, you're going back into the archives, man. You know?
I'm going to hit it on this. I'm going to hit it on this.
Revelation 13 and 11, Slacky 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that lead into captivity shall go into captivity. He that kill with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Come. Who lives so-called Negroes, Latinos in their American captivity?
Esau.
Mm-hmm. So the scripture says you're going to go in captivity.
Now we swim over here as immigrants looking for job opportunity.
Who you killed with the sword?
And Revelation is in the New Testament.
That's right. So you're going to get what you deserve. You know, they're about payback. Payback is a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all feel it in your spirit. It's coming. And it's going to hurt. It hurt your little pride that y'all got. I mean, on old video, this guy, I think the white guy, he was driving the truck. And like, why you just scared? Because they know it's coming back around to them.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's coming back around. They scared. But it's good. Because you're going to get what you deserve. That's it, brother.
You want to make a point tonight? And with that, love brothers and edified, once again, we want to give all the glory to
Yahweh,
Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Kakodash. Got the honest apostles, the great millstone, Ruel. Peace and blessed to the house of David the elect. Till next time, shalom.
Shalom.